What do you mean a kid can be gifted and still not be able to read? I have to explain it to you. Parents panic when their smart, verbal, overall intelligent child can't read. When they try to explain this to themselves or find a reason for it, they often jump to weigh out their conclusions, such as, well, my child must have dyslexia or they must be autistic. There's really no other explanation. Here's what no one tells you though. Reading actually has almost nothing to do with overall intelligence. Reading is a trained brain process. It's not an IQ test. So your child can be brilliant beyond brilliant. They can do things with technology that you've been trying to figure out on your phone for the last 5 years. They can put together a 1,000-piece Lego set without any directions. So then people call it autism. Now, maybe your child is autistic, maybe they're not. It's statistically more likely that they just have a weak foundational skill. So what's probably going on? In the last 8 years I've been doing this, probably phonics. Kids are really, really smart when it comes to comprehension, so it might look like they're able to read a book, and then all of a sudden, around second grade, they can't read anymore. They don't like to read anymore. They never get past a second grade level. The reason is probably decoding, overall phonics. They never went through the first grade phonics concepts of open versus closed syllables, vowel digraphs, consonant digraphs, inflectional endings, and on and on and on. If one reading skill is weak, the whole system collapses. You can't jump over skills that they need to know in kindergarten and first grade and call it reading. Memorizing words is not reading. Skipping words is not reading. Using context instead of sounds is not reading. So then we get to this end of first grade, second grade, definitely third grade level, and they're avoiding reading altogether. So it looks like they're lazy. It looks like, well, this just isn't for them. Well, they're not going to be academically inclined. They're more interested in fill in the blank because they're not dumb. They just can't read. And honestly, you know what the worst part of all of this is? Schools don't test for the skills that reveal the real issue. So your child gets labeled because they're distracted or not trying. So you're pushed to have them assessed for a learning disability or a behavioral disability when the only issue was your school skipped over the phonics. Your child isn't behind because they're not smart. They're behind because no one identified the exact skill causing the struggle.